Mark Deering here, Remax. We are going to do a little unboxing and a future review of the BioLite Firepit. What is the BioLite Firepit? Just like many other adventurers out there, I was looking for something that we could build a fire in those areas that aren't normally set up for fire pits. We might do a little more camping next year that's not right at a campground. Maybe you're on a seasonal road or you're back in the national forest or somewhere, and might not have rocks all around for your normal conventional fire pit. We go to a lot of bike trails, and we go to a lot of different kayak locations and all these different places. And I'm a fire buff. I love having my fires, and I wanted to try to see if there's a safe way to have a fire, get that ambiance, have that beer afterwards, and still not have to build a big giant fire somewhere and leave a mess. So did some research. They make a couple different versions. There's another one out there called the Solo, I believe it's called. And it's more of an aluminum style cylinder that uses air to shoot from underneath, natural gravity style air, and does a really good job, I guess, but the heat only goes straight up. You have to basically stand over it if you want any heat off of it, and the look of it is all covered by the aluminum stainless steel cylinder that it's in. So the guy that likes to see the fire, the guy that likes to feel the fire, that wasn't super ideal for me after I did a bunch of reviews and read and watched a bunch of reviews. So came across this guy. A couple cool things about this one is that you can see it. You're going to be able to see. We'll get this thing roaring and do some reviews on it once it's out of the package. But this is going to be something that you can put the wood into, and the grates are going to allow you to see right through it. So you have that ambiance feel, that nice look. One of the key things to this one is that there is a battery operated air system that shoots air through the whole grill. And what that's going to do is it's going to crank up that fire in a hurry. I've seen them put wet wood in this thing. I've seen them put, just different stuff that looks like it might be tough to burn. You kick that air on, you got low, medium, and high, and it does make a little bit of a noise, but you can get some wood going pretty quick in there. So say you're done for the night and you want it to burn out, you probably kick it on high and have that wood gone in no time. So that's one of the features that looks pretty cool. Yeah, as I was mentioning, it's not just a fire pit. It also comes with accessories to make it a grill. So you could, get that not roaring fire, just get that medium or small fire going, cook your hot dogs in the parking lot of the bike trail you're at or wherever, and then maybe add wood and use it for heat and ambiance after you cook your burger or your hot dogs. So let's unbox this thing. Looks like real nice packaging. Holy cow. Check that out. I haven't seen that before. Looks like you've got your cooking grate. Man, outstanding packaging. Woo. All right, so you got your grill here. It's got foldable legs. does come with a bag. Looks like this is a, they call this a dry bag, so I guess you could put this on overnight in case it was raining or something like that and you wanted to keep, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just a dry bag that you could put over it. They do make other bags. They make a solar bag actually that you can buy and fold the legs down, place it over the top, and there's a solar piece that goes on the top and it'll charge the battery while it's sitting out. I don't think that's too practical for me, so we're gonna skip the solar bag. All right, so this must be the actual blower. We'll open that up real quick just to show you. With some instructions, a couple stickers, USB cable for charging, directions, and the blower itself. So this is going to mount interesting. It says for outdoor use only before you remove this tag. Don't use this thing inside. So what you're going to do is attach this right on the side here. There it is. So it's attached on the side. So that's what it looks like. Set up. Get a good look at that. And then off to this side over here is where you're going to have your power. It's going to tell you if you're on low, medium, high, or off. It's going to tell you how high your battery, how much power you have left in your battery. Here's your charging port. And then there is a USB setup there. Don't know what that's for yet, but let's see what else we got in here. Got your handles. We'll put those on later. But then this is the grate that goes down inside. Alright, so this is the grate, and this is what your wood would sit on, and or your charcoal, if you're going to use this for charcoal cooking. All right, so it's that simple, really. So you can see inside, you've got them stainless steel tubing on each side, right there, and right there. And then the stainless steel tubing all the way along the bottom there. That's where all your air is gonna come from. So this thing's gonna shoot a bunch of air, and obviously you fire gurus know what oxygen and air does to fire. All right, so this is your grill top. This is what you would use if you're cooking burgers or dogs. You just kind of slide it on a 45 like this to get it on. And then once it's set up like that, you know, you do your cooking. Let's say you want to pull them off. You just slide it off to the side. This is the stainless steel pieces are underneath here, so it's not going to allow this to fall. So you could use that to sit there and prepare, either prepare or once they're done, use this to grab them off without holding your hands right over the hot heat. Pretty smart. So that slides back and forth. Like I say, that's for cooking. Obviously, I would assume I'm going to take it completely off and use the full grate for more of your wood style. So we'll do some reviews with this thing rocking. We'll get some wood in there, test it out, and see what we come up with. All right, we're outside. We're going to give this thing a try. We got some wood here. We actually are going to use this little cheater thing. I use these a lot when I'm camping, instead of messing around and trying to get that fire roaring with all the Boy Scout way. We're just going to use this guy. All right, we'll give that a second. Let's turn this little fan on, see what it does. All right, that's just on low, and it's already doing its thing. Let's crank it up a notch. That's actually on medium. Let's crank it right to high. I'm gonna pull it away a little bit so you can kind of hear. It's got a little bit of noise to it. It's on high, but it's definitely nothing you can't talk over. I mean, you could be talking just real light and normal. I'm trying to think of what it's like a humming noise in the background. It's not that loud. There's the settings. Turn the fan back down to medium. Let's go a step higher. Well, I'll show you what it's doing here too. You go down to low, and it just kind of goes back down to a slow burn. Get a little smoke coming out. That's the other thing that this says, is that the smoke is going to be minimal when the fan is on. So you can kind of see the smoke right now. But as you crank it up, the smoke goes away for the most part. One of the main things I want to check with this is, one, how fast can I get how fast can I get some nice hot coals going to, you know, use as a fire to keep you warm. And then also I want to see how much of a mess it leaves when you're done. That's why I'm doing it right over here on the gravel driveway. I want to see if it basically burns down to nothing and leaves not much mess. So we will see. We're a few minutes in and we're already throwing some heat. Yeah, it's been going for probably 3 minutes. And you can see that it's already throwing a little bit of heat here. That last minute or so has been real time, and in the last 60 seconds it's really gotten bigger. That's where that air comes into play. Just throwing some heat off the sides, obviously off the top. You know, you might want to turn it down now if you just want to kind of let it simmer and get a little heat off of it. It just set into its own setting. It just went down a notch in its own, on its own. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe it only runs on high for a couple minutes. So it's been about 2 or 3 minutes since I last had it on. I'm gonna turn down the fan and just kind of see what it does. Let's go to low setting here and see what it does. surprisingly, there's not a lot of hot coals underneath it, but there's yet. But the flames are still going well. I thought when I turned it down to low, that we were gonna lose all these flames, but I guess it's done a nice enough job to get it started, and you could run it on low like this and have a nice little simmer fire here. Let's turn it off once. So that's completely off. Once again, yeah, once again, the flames are looking good. If you don't want to burn through the wood fast and you want to kind of enjoy it, I'd probably do this. If I was trying to heat a few people sitting around it, so that we could warm up after a ride or doing something outdoors, I think I would run. Definitely think I would run the fan and just keep that thing scorching. Now, I did hear on another video that I watched before I bought mine that it does blow a little bit of ash, which I can totally see right now. So the other review I watched, he did it on his patio, and he had a bunch of outdoor furniture out there, kind of nice finished area setting, and there was ash on a lot of his outdoor furniture. I could see that happening. I probably won't use it very much in that application. It's be more like this, so that little fine ash that's gonna go doesn't bother me any. But just an FYI, if you do plan on trying to use this on a real nice finished patio with a lot of outdoor furniture, you're gonna get a little bit of ash that's kind of flying up. Yeah, so you could cook like this. You could cook with it like this. Put that grate on, the grill on. And then once you're done cooking, I did just notice that when I kicked the fan back down to low, that all of a sudden there's more of a radiant heat coming off of this. So, you know, get that fan super high, get your wood super hot, get your coals going. But then I'm back down to low, and now there's gonna be more smoke. Definitely gonna be more smoke, but I can actually feel radiant heat all the way over here. Opposed to didn't have any heat on the sides, or even with the fan on high. Interesting side note, these handles, it's about 40 degrees out right now, maybe 38. These handles are cold. Why is that kind of cool? Because you could move it somewhere else. Surprising that those handles are cold. There you have it. That's my first run with it. I'll give you some more details on it later. One thing I'm trying to figure out, maybe you can comment below what you might do, but I'm actually trying to figure out once it dies down, a couple hours go by, and say I want to put it away, say I'm only at that campsite for a few, 6 hours or so, and it's looks like it's going to be cooled off quick, but what can I store it in and move it around in so I don't get dust and ash and everything all over? So something I got to figure out yet, but so far so good. This thing seems like it's going to be a good fit.